Palm strikes. Palm strikes are a wonderful attack that use the palm of your hand. And they're great because they're nice and padded, so when you're breaking a board or someone's face, you're much less likely to get injured. Now, when you do a palm strike, you want to hit with this part of your hand right down here where your thumb connects in, and you have this big, muscly pad. And that's important because it's supported by your wrist, and it has a lot of padding. Now, if you strike up here with your fingers or even in the palm, what will happen is your wrist will bend backwards, and it won't have the power to break because it's springy. Also, you're likely to sprain your wrist. So make sure you're striking with the bottom of your hand. Now, what do you do with your fingers? You don't want your fingers flopping around. They'll get caught on things. They'll slap around. You'll have problems. What you want to make sure you do is, I like to make similar to my chops. I just take my fingers and just tighten them up a little bit. Keep them close together. You can do this. That's fine. You can do this. That's fine. Just make sure that they're solid and not flailing around out there. How do we demonstrate a palm strike? Palm strikes are all in all a pretty easy technique to execute, but there's a couple things to remember about making them optimal. For one, the angle of your hand is determined by the height of your target. For instance, if I'm punching above my shoulders, my fingers will be pointed up towards the ceiling. If I'm punching in the midsection, my fingers will be pointed out to the side. If I'm punching to the lower section, my fingers will be pointed down. And this is just simply the way that your shoulders and wrists work, and that if I'm trying to punch down or strike down with a palm strike, I'll hit my fingers first, so I just turn it over to strike in at a lower place, right? Get those fingers out of the way. Now, we can get a little bit of snap with a palm strike by rotating our hands over. So if I do a high palm strike, my hand will start palm up and then palm out. The same thing with the middle palm strikes, they start palm up. And with a downward palm strike, I can start with my palms down and turn them up like this. When we demonstrate a palm strike in a test or in the dojo, we do right, left, right, left, right, left, top to bottom. So it looks like this: right, left, right, left, right, left.